Hello, beautiful, and welcome to the Prosperous Womb. So today I want to dive into 3 reasons to stop selling long-term high-ticket coaching offers to long-term high-ticket coaching clients. This is based on a podcaster's question to me yesterday as we're recording the podcast. Are there women coaches? I work with spiritual women coaches and Christian women coaches. So are there any women in your community who should not be selling long-term high-ticket coaching offers, or who should not be creating long-term high-ticket coaching offers in the first place? Now, in my world, there are no shoulds, okay? And I'm a coach, so I never tell anyone what to do, okay? And I share questions and invitations to consider certain things when creating a long-term high-ticket coaching offer or up-leveling your current coaching offer to a higher value, higher impact, and deeper transformation high-ticket coaching offer, so you can partner with clients who want that long-term container because they know what it takes to co-create the exponential results and the expansion they desire in their lives or their business or their relationships or whatever niche you're coaching in or whatever your X factor is. Okay, so when I'm working with clients in Supernatural or in the High Ticket Profit Explosion VIP Day, the first thought that comes to mind before we get into the Midwife CEO Visionary System and start to dive into those 3 trimesters and co-create their simple and profitable high-ticket coaching boutique is God in this? Is God in it? In the vision, in the plan, in the dream? Whose dream is this? Are you co-partnering? Are you partnering with God to co-create? Is God in it? And there's a reason why I asked that question. Because both Supernatural and the High Ticket Profit Explosion VIP Day are faith-filled containers where we partner with God to co-create something that we know we cannot do on our own. We co-create exponential high-ticket, high-value coaching offers, an exponential profitable boutique high coaching business where you simplify so that you can serve deeper and go farther with your transformation because you're trusting the sacred wisdom that God has put inside of you. So I need to know, is this, let's say I'm working with someone called Mimi, is this Mimi's plan, or is God working through Mimi? Is this something that soul is creating and expressing fully through you, and you are open and submitted to being a vehicle and a vessel for that work to come through you, unfiltered, unedited, fully expressed through you? Is God in it? Okay? Once we've done the pre-work and we know that this is what God has called me to do, this is my soul's work, this is where I am, this is what I want to do, I have 3 questions that I ask before we submit fully to making that commitment for 18 months in Supernatural. It's 18 months for a reason. It's one thing to want to create a finite K month, like a 100K month or 250K month. There's another way to look at your business when you're fully committed to emotional freedom, time freedom, money freedom, and creative freedom to have that spaciousness of an expansion in a safe, sacred womb that fully connects you to the essence of who you are and has a space for you to create from your own prosperous womb the business. You need a space that holds you, that supports you, where you can come home to creation, okay? In the High Ticket Profit Explosion VIP Day, that's one day. But that work is deeply transformative, and we need to know that you're not alone in this. God is in this, because without Him, we can't do this work. The first question I ask clients when they tell me their vision, it starts in the sales conversation. But once we start working together, we'll go beyond the sales conversation and get real. When it's time to really do the thing, to create that $500,000 coaching offer or that $150,000 coaching offer at a deeper level, not some superficial thing that you slap a number on because it's now the trending thing in the coaching industry. But the real offer that comes from soul. I ask this question because this is where I see clients start to shrink, contract, and the fear comes, the questions come. Where in your coaching business have you made the vision so small that you cannot do it, that you can do it without God? Where have you made your vision, your dream, that thing you're co-creating, that desire, where have you made it so small that you can do it without God? You see, here's the thing. In my business and in many of my colleagues' businesses and in my mentors' businesses, what I've learned is that when you're partnering with God, you know what the outcome is because faith already did it. So you step into that inspired action. But when your vision is so small, is so fickle, is so ordinary, that you have the money in your bank account today to pay that coach to do this thing, you're not ready. You're not ready. You have made it small enough that you don't need to partner with God. That means you don't need to 10x the questions. You don't need to pull the results towards you. You can just buy that today. So where have you made it small? Because that's the point where we start to co-create the expansion. That's where the exponential expansion comes in, and that's where the aspiration comes in. Anything that's too small, it means you're fixing a problem, solving a challenge, and you become Dr. Fix-It. You're no longer coaching. You're no longer co-creating. Now you're fixing a problem and offering a solution that's a band-aid to the aspiration. So I invite you to look at your business today. If you're thinking of up-leveling your high-ticket coaching offers or your regular coaching offers into the higher value, deeper service, deeper transformational space, where in your coaching business have you made your vision so small that you can do it without God? In Supernatural, I like to say that if your vision is not so big, so scary, so exponential, so unrealistic, that you need God to do it, we're not working together, because you will not be inspired. You get bored in 3 months because you can achieve the thing that you say you want today, okay, or yesterday. So it has to be so unrealistic, so unpractical, that you need God for it. That's what makes that offer, that business, that life supernatural. So you're not looking at vanity metrics, looking outside yourself, looking for somebody else's formula or blueprint. It can't help you, honey, because it's supernatural. It comes from inside your soul. It takes 3 trimesters to grow, evolve, create that thing so you can midwife and birth it from your prosperous womb within the supernatural long-term 18-month container. Or whatever it is your container is in your coaching business, okay? That's the first question. And with that question, I invite clients to look at 2 things and consider this. One, that they can trust. Just play with this. Can you trust your expertise? Can you trust your skills? Can you trust your life experience, your business experience, your coaching experience, your tools in your business, the wisdom that God has given you to attract the clients who want the transformation and results that you're co-creating with that long-term offer? Can you just trust that? Just play with that for a moment. The second invitation to consider is to consider that the amazing, brilliant, long-term coaching clients who want to get into that 6-month minimum, or 18 months, or 24-month, or 5-year coaching container want that simply because they understand the depth of the transformation and the essence of who they are becoming to pull their future selves and results towards them. So they know what it takes, how much energy, what it's going to cost, and how much time to grow and nurture that space where they can fully expand into their 10x self. Can you just imagine for a moment that they know that? And that's why they want it. And that's why you need to put it out there, because they deserve that. Can you just play with that for a moment? The second question I ask in Supernatural and the High Ticket Profit Explosion VIP Day is, are you committed? Are you fully 100% committed? Because commitment is freedom. So are you fully committed to working with longer term, 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, 5 years, 3 years, 24 months, whatever, longer term high ticket coaching clients who are eager, who are excited to invest in this coaching offer? So these are people who are so happy, so content that they are paying you $500,000, $250,000, $100,000, $10,000 or $50,000, not because they have that money laying in their bank account. Okay, I've never worked with a coach that I can afford. I never have. So I never have that money in my bank account for the coach that I work with, but I'm resourceful enough to create it. So are you committed to working with people who are eager to invest at that high level, not because they have the money in their bank account and can write a check, but because they're so resourceful, they're excited to work with you, and they're willing to also get on a monthly plan with you and pay you $14,000 a month on your monthly plan, or $10,000 a month, or $8,000 a month, without making it weird, without creating stories about the investment to work with you or what it means about them in a negative light. Are you fully committed to that? Because those people are waiting for you. And if you're not committed to that, then long-term high-ticket coaching offers are not for you, and that's okay. The third question that I ask in Supernatural on the High Ticket Profit Explosion VIP Day, because it makes my life easier and your life better, is, are you done? Are you done working with clients who insist that they cannot afford it? And this third one is something I added after working with one of my coaches, Soshana, because this is a question that she asked. Are you done working with clients who insist they cannot afford you? And I tell you why I asked this question. When I'm working with clients in Supernatural, the VIP Day, or the Heartbeat Connection experience for their messaging, marketing, and positioning, what I've noticed is that clients do not dial in their messaging to speak to people they want to work with, those long-term people who want to partner with them. They speak to their peripheral vision. They speak to the hanger-oners who want free stuff. Here's the thing. When your messaging has convincing energy, because your messaging is overcoming objections, it's breaking through people's resistance, that's convincing them that they need what you have. And as a high-ticket coach, a high-value coach who creates high-ticket, long-term coaching offers, it is imperative to understand that your clients never need you or what you have, because they can do it with God on their own without you. They can partner with God without you and do the thing. The only reason why they're coming to work with you is because you can support them with that sacred space, to hold that space for them that supports them to expand outside of the label, because when they're in the bottle, they cannot see the label. That is all. And you understand that they don't need you. They deserve the experience of working with you. From that space, your messaging takes on a different tone, which is, if you want it, come and get it. Okay? It's from a space of speaking directly to the people who you're here to serve, directly to them, and ignoring everyone else that does not fit into that paradigm of the people you're here to serve. Be okay pissing people off because they insist on saying they cannot afford you. It is not your problem. There's a coach for everyone. Give them the freedom to go work with a coach that they can afford. Why are you so hell-bent on them coming to work with you when there's somebody who can afford to work with you because they're resourceful enough and they're waiting to hear your message so they can know you exist, but you're not speaking to them, so they miss the message. You don't connect with them and you wonder, why does nobody want my offer? Only the people who can afford my offer. Because the people who actually can afford your offer and are resourceful enough to invest in it, don't listen to your message because it's not for them. It's convincing. It's begging. It's saying, oh my gosh, look at me, I'm so good. Come and work with me, this is for you. It's not telling them that the thing they aspire to, they can create without you, and empowering them to know the sacred space of support is here for them. And if they want it, they can come and get it. Are you willing to stop working with people who insist? If you're not, don't create long-term coaching content that are higher value, high ticket coaching containers, because nobody will afford it, okay? And this is the bonus part of this is, do not sell high ticket coaching, long-term high ticket coaching offers to long-term high ticket coaching clients if the results don't need a long-term commitment. You're the coach. You have the expertise in the tools that you're using to co-create the results. So you know how long this will take. You know the different milestones in your signature system. You know the journey, what it looks like. It doesn't matter what niche you're in. You know how long it will take, and you know what the results demand of you and your clients. So if it doesn't demand a long-term high ticket coaching offer, it's out of integrity to sell a long-term high ticket coaching offer, okay? So let me know how this lands for you. And if you want to rise to the occasion of co-creating longer than you probably have right now, higher ticket than you're probably selling right now, raising those prices, deeper transformations where you're serving deep and co-creating expansion at a supernatural level, where you play in a field where you need God for this to happen because it's so unrealistic. It's so unpractical or impractical. It's so illogical and unexpected. And you're okay doing that with 1, 2, or 3, or 4 clients. And you're okay with an audience of 10 excited to work with you people. Then apply to work with me in Supernatural or the High Ticket VIP Explosion, High Ticket Profit Explosion VIP Day. The links are below. And in the comments, let me know how this lands for you and what reasons have you given yourself to stop playing in the high ticket sales game. It's been good having you.